why on earth do people like to start drama? Hello, people of YouTube. This is Beast, also known as the Beast Rider. Also known as that big guy in the Indian. I am almost at the 700 mile mark on my bike. First time owning a brand new bike. And yeah, it's time for my first service. So I'm heading out to see the folks at Mini Olamoto, which is where I bought my bike. I'm gonna leave it in their capable hands for a couple hours while I hang out and see what else is out there. Not that I need anything else, because damn, this thing is amazing. But I figure while I got you guys sitting there watching, enthralled, talk to you a little bit about drama. Now, I happily live a relatively drama-free life. And I love it. I love it. But there are folks out there that just love to start drama, man. I mean, what is that all about? You say something, and whether or not they agree with you, they're automatically going to take the opposition. Just because they love the conflict. Me, I don't know. I'm not a conflict type person. I try to avoid it where I can, but if I can't, then, well, don't get in my way. To quote a personal hero of mine, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. So yeah, I put a comment on a Google Plus post. This guy put up a picture of a really badass Indian, and of course you know how much I love my Indians. So yeah, I put a post up there saying, you know, how great the bike looked, and you know, it was fantastic. And he commented back saying, you know, hey, mine is looking pretty awesome too. Like, they're great bikes. Then this other guy chimes in with, oh, it's not a real Indian, and it's a Polaris, and nobody would like it if they put Polaris name on the side, and yada yada yada, and they need to stop stealing the name, and all this crap. And I made it a point to say, look, if you haven't ridden one, you really have no basis to comment. And it's true. If you haven't ridden one, you can't say anything about it. And that doesn't go just for the Indian. That goes for any of the bikes out on the market. When I went looking for a bike, I went and tested and tested and tested and checked this one out and checked that one out. Did a whole bunch of research. Damn, it's windy. Did a whole bunch of research. And I put my butt on all those bikes saying, alright, let's see how it feels. See what we're working with here. And seriously, you know, I'm not going to discount all the machines that are out there, because there are a lot of really amazing bikes out there, but there's a lot of crap out there too. So I'm not going to discount the bikes that are already out there, but I'm going to tell you right now, as far as I am concerned, and this is as far as I am concerned, it's the best made machine ever. So when I made my comment, you know, I told him, look, I've got one, I've tested, I love it, it's great. If you haven't ridden one, you can't say anything. Now, he never came back with, well, no, I haven't written one, or yes, I have written one. No, he just came back with, well, they're out there saying they've been building them since 1901, and they're, stealing the name and all this stuff, and like, dude, are you paying attention? Because if you were paying attention, you'd realize they were saying that the brand has been around since 1901. There's history that's been there since 1901. Not that Polaris has been building them since 1901. And he still keeps going with the, well, you know what, they just bought it, and they're, putting out this stuff, it's not real Indian, and yeah. And I realized I got sucked in. So I kept it nice, I kept it civil, and I'm like, look, dude, I have loved Indians for a long time. There was that stint where I went, no, maybe not so much, because basically Indian motorcycles became, Indian name with Harley aftermarket parts on it. But still, I loved them. And I love mine. It is a great machine. So I was like, dude, I love mine. And, I still think that before you say anything, you need to get on there and try it. I kept it nice, I kept it civil. And he's like, well, we're just gonna have to disagree, yada, yada, yada. But it got me thinking about how easily I got sucked into that, and I typically don't. I typically don't get sucked into all the crazy drama and dealing with the silly naysayers and their, insanities. Because it doesn't make sense. Alright, here we go. Red light. Now I can actually think. So it's got me thinking about all the other times I've seen posts by people who basically had no basis for their argument, but still just wanted to have an argument. And I'm like, why are you doing this? What is the sense? I mean, I've had connections with people who have, done similar things. Somebody posts something on Facebook or Twitter or Google Plus, or lately Feed has been around, and I haven't seen it that much on Feed. I've only seen it like maybe once or twice, but Feed is very new. So we'll get the schmucks there soon enough. But I've had connections with these people, and I said to them privately, away from the posts, how can you even, make these comments, say these things when you really have no basis for the arguments that you're making? And lo and behold, a couple of them have actually said, yeah, I know. I just wanted to see what they would say. I'm like, are you serious? You just wanted to see what they would say? That's retarded. If you just wanted to see what they would say, why don't you ask them? Because I'm sure if you ask them, they will tell you. So yeah, I'm like, How many times does that happen? How many times I have people put up posts only to have other people, make all these stupid comments on them just to see what would be said. Why on earth do people like to start drama? Well, I'm sure many of you have come across this in your lifetimes. Because, it's not a new thing to social media, or anti-social media as I like to call it, because there really is no social being done in the media, in the social media these days. It's all, hey, look at this cool thing I found, make me feel special by liking it. Or, check out this picture that I didn't take because, by you commenting on it, I feel cooler. And I'm not going to say that as if to say, I don't do it, because every once in a while I do it too. I do. I find something cool, I want to share it. But I'm not going to feel cooler because somebody liked it. I may feel more connected because someone else gets the joke or catches on to the pun, or is intelligent enough to understand what I'm getting at there. But it usually has something to do with, I guess, something that I'm really, really interested in, and I know that my friends are interested in too, and so I put it up. Some of this stuff is just like, hey, check out how ridiculous this is. Or watch this person die in a strange way. Are you outraged? You should like this if you are outraged, and share this if you want to stop it. No, that's not going to do anything. You can comment all you want. You can like all you want. It's not going to change the world. Getting off your ass and doing something about whatever you're interested in or outraged about or whatever it happens to be, that might actually do something. That might actually do something to change the world. That little part of it that you live in. And I'm talking, mentally and emotionally. Get off your butts and get active about it. And I'm not saying, become a crazy, whacked out fanatic. But I'm saying, if you're outraged about something, take a moment to handle it to the degree that you can. Something going on in your neighborhood or in your town or in your city, write to your assembly person or go and, make an appointment and speak with them. Write to your congressperson. These things are doable. Stage a protest. Your favorite bookstore closing? When's the last time you bought a book from them? All this stuff, here I am, all this stuff is what really matters. Anyway, I'm done with my little bit of drama. 689 miles, baby. Yeah. It's time to service this little girl. Any hoozle? is the Beast Rider. I'm gonna go get serviced. Ride safe. Stay classy. Shifted into neutral there when I turned. Silly. Silly me.